Hi Taurus, welcome to Born Without Boundaries. My name is Michelle. If you're just arriving, hello. This is my channel, Born Without Boundaries. Please do click subscribe below and ring that bell so you know when I go live and when all the content uploads. Taurus, this is your week ahead reading for the week of September 23rd. It's the first week in Libra season. The goal is balance. Let me tell you about the challenges. Let's see what's up for you guys. I'm going to get right into the reading. This is an oracle card reading, Taurus, for those of you who are just being introduced to my channel. This is an oracle card reading. I do a full tarot card reading extension over on Vimeo. In case you are interested, the link's below in the description box. Also in the description box, you will be able to find timestamps of any necessary material or sort of key parts to this reading that I think will be easier for you to navigate by having timestamps. That's in the description box below as well. All right. Know your worth. Taurus, I think you really want to stand out this week. There's this energy and there's this drive toward really wanting to establish yourself as an individual or somebody that is a knockout, that stands out. There's also this tension, this feeling of, why aren't people noticing me the way that I deserve to be noticed? It's a good question. I don't know. Do you deserve to be noticed that way? First is getting your ego into check. Why am I saying this to you? Because it's Libra season and it's all about balance. And sometimes we can have this removal from our sense of self. There's like the self that we want to be, and then there's the self that we really are. And now here's where we get to the real message. If this is who you really are, then how do you become okay with that and make that shine? Because yes, even little old skunk, who people love to hate on, has something special about themselves. And the strongest, most courageous animals usually don't fuck with this little player. Why? Because he knows he has a stinker. He knows how to use what he has to the best of his ability. And that's the key for this week, is finding the best of your ability and using it for what you had. Oh, I just heard something. So there's love coming and swooping in. But it seems like it's not the person that you want. And it's like in your head, why is it the never the frickin' person that I want? Well, it really is all how you're aiming and how you're flashing your colors and who you're kind of like. Once again, it comes back to how well do you know yourself and how well do you know how you're communicating yourself to others? Like that's a big concern, because if you're constantly getting feedback or input or, you know, that you almost seem like, why is this for me? Is it even for me? It's not even my mess. Like, hopefully you're not thinking about this about the video, but it's not even frustration. I just feel a lot of frustration about how you're getting noticed, who you're getting noticed by. Another break-in though. What does it matter? You're getting noticed. And that's what you really need to focus on this week. Isn't the negative as in the absence of, not necessarily bad, but in the absence of, not the absence of what you don't have versus what you think you should have, or challenged by what you dreamed you always had. He's like, maybe that shit is in the future, Taurus. And that just has to be out there a little bit down the ways. For right now, what do you have? What do you have to work with? Honor that, appreciate him, her, see the beauty, see the cuteness and the delicacy of that little tiny face. Hi, baby. Isn't you a sweetie? Yeah, they're so cute. Skunks are so freaking cute. And the truth is, they don't stink up everything. They just do that when they have to protect themselves. The challenge this week is not getting defensive so that you stink up the whole room. That's the challenge this week. And how do you do that? Calming yourself, knowing yourself, loving yourself for exactly who you are. It's like, this is what I got. This is what I'm working with. How do I go far here? It's like the star doesn't shine because it tries to. The star shines because it shines. It's a star. And you can shine in so many different ways. You can walk into the room. You can walk into a room full of lions and stand out being a mouse. Sometimes it's easier because you're the one that's different. What's different about you, Taurus? What really makes you shine? And I feel like it's got to do with a lot with things that are a lot more almost bohemian. I could feel like flower child, like flower power almost, like this sense of going with the flow and appreciating your true value. You do want to overwork things. You do want to insist upon things. You do want to make a decision and then just follow it through. And I like that about you. That's a good thing. And that will work to your benefit as long as you're not making the decision based on what's not really there. Yeah, like what's not really in front of you, like who you aren't really. I know who you want to be. So how do you get from where you want to be how do you get from where you are to where you want to be? Well, it certainly isn't pretending that where you are is where you want to be right now, right? So, oh, I just got a beautiful whiff of lavender. That's a really peaceful feeling. So, maybe that's what you need is relaxation and just to calm down a little bit. There's a lot of stress and a lot of competition around you. Maybe to a situation where you had felt like almost like you had it in the bag and now you're realizing that you don't. And that's what's also bringing up these insecurities of these feelings of, well, I thought I had it in the bag. I thought everything was working out. Why isn't it just going the way that I thought it was supposed to go? Well, probably because you got too comfortable in your head and you forgot that the outside world doesn't just have your own voice in it. It has many different voices. And you're usually a very congenial person. And it's not that you're being mean. It's almost that you're getting ahead of yourself. That's all it is. Slow your roll. Slow your roll this week. Find that peace inside of yourself that actually brings love to you. Now, love could be a bigger meaning than just romantic love, right? It could be opportunity. It could be bringing back that kind of charismatic attractiveness about yourself, because this is what I feel like. There's something that's going on this week that's almost impeding your attractiveness. I don't know if it's an injury that you're going through or actually something to your physical person, or it was something like you were sick all week and your nose was stuffy and your nose was all red and you couldn't breathe, or you didn't really want to breathe. Maybe it's that emotional, like you didn't really want to breathe, you felt really heavy, and it was impeding your beauty, impeding how attractive you feel, how attractive maybe you actually are. It was impeding you wanting to actually connect with the world. But at the same time, you have this Taurian forward motion. I want to get things done. Push, drive, push, 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 to the point where you might have pushed yourself right into a circumstance that sort of made you look the fool, or you weren't prepared for. And now you're in a situation where, why aren't I being appreciated for who I am and all that I want to be? And it's because, to be honest with you, you didn't show them all of who you are. You didn't show them the best of you. You pushed yourself to the point where you weren't showing the best of you. You were just showing up. And that's not good enough, even by your standards, no way. But it seems like this. It's not like you even knew you were compromising your standards because you felt like, I gotta do this. I gotta be there. I gotta arrive. But the truth is, you don't if you're not prepared and if you're not ready. You don't have to be there. You don't have to arrive if you're not prepared and you're not ready. There's a beautiful sort of choral aspect to the sort of harmonies that run beneath your week, and that is Libra season. As we go into Libra season, learning more about, in other words, learning more about how you integrate into a room instead of how you can enter the room. Learning more about how you connect to others and how, maybe success and really shining bright is through harmony, is through interaction with other people or another person. This week, the challenge is going to be tempering yourself, making sure that you don't try so hard, you end up overstriding and missing the mark. Bringing peace inside of yourself this sense of harmony and love and balance. And this is why I was feeling like all that hippy dippy stuff. It's like not trying to be hippy dippy. It's trying to calm you down and trying to allow you to, first of all, heal if you have to heal, if you've really been through something that's kind of made you struggle in the past couple of weeks or going into this week. Like, give yourself time to heal. Don't force yourself into a situation or a scenario for the act of, but I must get this done. Okay, but are you failing at it because you're trying to get it done when you're compromised, like when your abilities are compromised? That's a really interesting scenario, Taurus, because I know that you always want to feel good, or always want to give the impression that you're feeling good, always want to give the impression that you're looking good, but there's some underlying issues with those things being compromised this week. And maybe even the truth being compromised. I would say don't let your arrogance get to you this week or impede your Taurus. Impede the opportunities that are really trying to come into you. There's a delicate, sweet voice here. Something that's trying to break through to you. I would take time out for it. I would take time out to whoever that soft voice is coming from and just be. Don't talk. Don't try to solve. Don't try to fix. Just listen and be present. This could be having to do with a Libra. I'm feeling really strong Libra energy. There's a lot of strong Libra energy, almost like you need it in your life right now. It's not necessarily a love combination, but it is a stabilization of any kind of upset or frustration or insecurity that's been going on. This is also potential for opportunity. And not wanting to miss those opportunities. It's like you're trying, you run the risk this week of trying so hard to not miss opportunities that you're actually missing them because you're trying so hard. Ooh, and look who is hidden. Love. This is a love card. This is definitely that sweet, it could be a Virgo actually. Ooh, and that would be a really strong connection for you. Bring your ideas to life. So this could be love coming in from a Virgo, or a Virgo trying to send you those cues that they're interested in you. Please don't miss them because you're, oh my God, stop. Oh, it's so cute. I just have to show you this. Wait, give me a second. I'm going to... I looked at this and immediately I saw Bambi and Flower. Isn't that cute? So what this tells me is there's a very, I know how cute, young and innocent and new and fresh. And you're basically making, if you're making mistakes, it's because you're new at this. So there's an awkwardness here, a little beautiful like playfulness, awkwardness of trying to send out love, but maybe doing it in the wrong way. Or the love being hidden, like hidden in the flowers. Like, it's so cute. That's so sweet. Okay, I know I'm a little bit distracted. I thank you for your patience. I'm distracted because I'm thinking of Bambi, and when Bambi met Flower and that relationship that formed between the two of them. You remember when Flower just sort of popped up from those flowers? That unexpected place for a skunk to be. In the middle of a place that smelled beautiful, there was this little skunk. Oh, how cute that is. If love is coming to you this week, Taurus, it's coming to you in a very unexpected way. And it's coming to you. This is like, maybe this is the flower power that I was talking about. I keep saying flower power and it just occurred to me. This is the flower power that I was talking about. This is that unexpected presentation of love, that place of, you know, getting that feeling of goodness, that feeling of being appreciated from a place that you didn't expect to get it. This could be getting a message from somebody that you love, somebody that you miss, but this could also be meeting somebody unconventional or in an unconventional way. As you're creating, there's definitely has to do with like something that you're creating and something that you're working on, Taurus. And there being this unexpected conduit of appreciation that is, it's all this beautiful circle. Oh, so I'm going to show you the cards again. Here it is, the circle of life. It's moving around. This kind of brings a deeper meaning. It's almost like, how does this all go together? Go together. Definitely something from your past. Yeah, it's okay. So, okay. Rebirth, new life, or messages from above, messages from a loved one that has passed. And that's what the circle of life is. I almost feel like you being infused with a message of love and hope from somebody that you've lost, from somebody that's been in your past, that's gone to the other world. There's almost this message, but it's not mournful. That's the thing, Taurus. It's not sad. It's almost beautiful. Like you haven't heard from this person in a long time, either maybe because they passed away or because they've been going through a lot. And finally, you get this phone call, this unexpected message from this person that has been so very, very far away or felt so very, very far away. There's almost this like bringing back into life or a rebirth of who they are, and then this sort of inspiration in you of like, wow, if I can hear from them, I can believe in anything and I can make anything possible. So there's a message coming in, like I said, maybe from afar or maybe from the other side, that really reinvigorates you and helps to pacify you and calm you down in a way that you really need to focus on what you're working on in the right way, like using the right kind of energy. Because I feel like this was a person who could just calm you down like nobody else could calm you down. And maybe it was the lack of them that threw you out of balance to begin with. So it was the reconnecting with this person that really helps to balance you out this week. But it's definitely by connecting with another person that you're balancing yourself out this week. It's too much, this heaviness inside of you that feels that you need to do everything and handle everything yourself. It's going to drag you down. It's going to weigh you down. You have to be on the surface this week, and this will bring you up. This will sort of reinvigorate your ability to create with spirits, to create fluently, to be at peace with who you are. Oh yeah, you really needed to hear from this person, and finally you're gonna it's almost like you needed to hear from them, less about what they have to say and more about just hearing their voice or feeling their presence in your life again. Oh, I feel like a great, like a relief, like a, it's hard for me sometimes. Okay, yeah, like it's hard. It's hard for me to translate what I'm feeling, and I know that's what you guys are waiting for. I'm sorry for the empty space, but it's this basically being apart from this person or not having this connection for such a long time, you didn't realize that you were trying to fill it up with overworking and over trying and over demonstrating. But now that it's back, all of that is gone. Like, you don't have the need to do that anymore because what your missing piece is back. It's like arrived. And I'm not trying to say that you're a broken person, because I don't think you are, but there's going to be this sense of you can be light again and you can be happy again. And I do feel for some of you that it is a message from the spirit world, but it's going to come loud and clear of how much you're loved and appreciated. You know, this could be not necessarily death, but listen to me, follow my thought pattern. This could be, it's not death, but it's like you'll never see this side of this person again, as in maybe it's because they grew up, which is it's not a death. It's that who they were is gone for good, but who they are just came back to you. Ooh. That's something else, Taurus. You could be dealing with a Cancerian or a Virgo or a Libra. I feel those energies all around, but they're definitely energies of love that lasts, of a lasting love, of something that never really wanted to leave you, but had to. And that's what's sort of been like throwing you off. You're trying too hard. You're trying to overcompensate. You're trying too hard at being okay when you really weren't okay, but it is okay that you were trying so hard because you had to move forward. Like that wasn't a choice. Oh, but now it's all coming back around. And now it's all actually really going to be okay. There is messages of love coming through loud and clear for you this week. Somebody that really never left you. Oh, I just thought a bird just flew overhead. Really never left you, and always, like, in other words, this person was trying to find their way home. First I get Bambi, and now I get the Incredible Journey. Remember where the cats and the dogs are trying to find their way back home, and it's all they want to do is get back home, but it's like they had to go on this long journey to get there. It's like either you, Taurus, are returning back to where you feel best in life, and you're coming back into, oh, I miss this so much, or they're coming back home to you. Either way, this is a mentality and a feeling of returning back home. Now, I am moving over to the other side. The link is below. I'm going to give you a second reading. It may clarify this reading. It may just be a whole second reading in of itself with full-on tarot, and your romance reading is going to be over there too. I'll see you there.